Shall we? Hello, folks. It is 2 minutes past 9 UK time, Sunday night, which can mean only one thing. Time for the Sunday Nighter. Am I looking good tonight? The video quality, not me personally, obviously. Right, you know the drill. If you are here, say hello in the comments and we shall do the shout out thing. Yeah, shouting out. We've got W.N. Adams, Roarks, Toys and Scale Models. Hello, bud. Bill, Austin, Roach, Chris, and 28, Bleatron, Fred, Buddy, Linus, James, Black Dog, Citem, I'm never going to get that right. Workshop, Tim, Critical, Alex, Braggy, Miko, Sonny and Jacob, JJ, Mark, Cat, Odin, Mark, Nick, Insane, Sammy, Chris, Fatters, Pagan, I think we're getting there, Morov, Speaking Phone, Lace Daughter, Purse, no idea, Marcus, Cornisum, oh, no idea on that one. Right, you know the drill. This is a question and answer show. This is where I answer your questions. Or question your answers, should I say. Yeah? And to do that, there is a link in the description. That will take you to the Google document, which I have over here on this screen. And it will tell us if we've got any questions. Looks like responses are already coming in. They're coming in already. Right, we'll run those up a bit. Right, thanks for all you who tuned in a little bit earlier. Yeah, while me and Corb were in the studio. Did have a good time. And thanks for all of you who voted, who pressed like on what you got on his Facebook post. He was impressed. How's the shoulder? The shoulder's fine now. Mel's fine now. This old soldier, as they say. Now I see Cat's in. And you were off. Okay, what happened earlier? I went to put on another pot of coffee, came back and you were off. Kerry happened. Wifus interruptus. Yeah. It's like a force of nature. You just simply can't argue. The text comes in. I'm coming to get you. Right, okay. Playtime over, lad. Oh, Jace is in. We've got Battle of the Moderators. This could be interesting. Who will win? Over on this side of the Atlantic, we have Jace Green. Yeah, technical know-how, whiz on multiple computers. Yeah, over on the other side of the pond, we have Cat Smith. Yeah, powered by God knows what, but she's awake all the time. Yeah, oh, Jace, see, there you are. We've got a bit of a battle going on in the chat, see? Yeah, Jace has already come prepared. Yeah, he's laid the first blow. He wins hands down. Cat surrendered. There we are. That was the quickest battle of the moderators. You see, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put your moderators in the same room at the same time and let it battle it out. Makes them more competitive. My moderators, yeah, one of them comes in all prepared and the other one just surrenders. Right. How was the studio session? I was at work. It was a good session. Me and Corb had a good laugh, to be perfectly honest. See, I always start the show without a brew. See, I have my brew as I'm setting up. Which sort of kiboshes things. Oh. Yeah. I'm expecting children. I have actually put them to bed already. Yeah. But you know what kids are like. Hello, currently working on designing and drawing my layout for my 6mm early war North African board. Glad you came on live to help me keep me occupied. Hey, that's what we're here for. I am busy at the minute with videos. I've got back into doing the terrain stuff and that sort of stuff. Professional development is easing off for a while. Yeah, I've got the videos sounding and liking decent enough. Looking decent enough, should I say. Not liking decent enough. Yeah, and so it's back to terrain. We've got loads of terrain to make. Yeah, War Productions. Family good? Oh, yeah. Yeah, family's good. Kez is out at the bingo. Yeah, and the kids are upstairs in bed, quiet. Cat's just sneaking me thinks. Getting a moderator mech up. Set up, ready for a rematch. Could be. Okay, send me the ticket. I'll be there in a flash. Here we go. Right, calm down. Right, Cat and I can't exist in the same space and time. Time and space. The two brightest stars in here would burn out too quickly. But me? It's my show, you know. Oh. Right. 6mm works really well for North Africa. Lots of open spaces. 6mm works great on anything that's got nothing human on it. Because that's the only time scales really come into it. In nature, everything else is variable. I learned most of what you know about terrain from you and Luke Towen. Any chance of a collaboration in the future? I don't know. We'll see if Luke Towen comes knocking on my door. It's when they go quiet to worry, isn't it? With, oh yeah, kids. I just got in terrain building. What size are the people? What size are the people for terrain building? What size are the people? I'm assuming you're talking about model scale, in which case most commonly 28mm. Foot to eye. Mel, can you do a terrain lab on clay? In what sense, dude? Can you do a paint tutorial for your men? Nah. It's too quiet. What, without the children? Tis. You're just a sideshow freak, mate. Cat and I are the real reasons people are here for the live show. Damn it. I might as well go make a brew then, hadn't I? Alright, we've got more responses are coming in. Looking good. Remember, if you've got any questions, we'll kick into this in a few minutes' time. Terrain lab on ash. Yeah. What the hell am I going to do with ash? So yes, anyway, I am back to terrain. You have got more videos coming. You've had the battle map video. That seems to be doing alright, but if you haven't checked it out, go check it out on the channel at the moment. See, even I'm lost without the children at the start of the night. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem right, the live shows anymore, without the kids running around. 40k, do you do anything on that? Well, we had a poll for the Let's Makes, and it was to decide whether to do medieval stuff or 40k stuff next. Well, future Gothic, and and the medieval won. And so I think we'll be doing 40k in the future. I should do 40k first, because it's the big puller traffic wise. You know what I mean? But when have I ever been bothered about doing, like, you know, the best thing traffic wise? I mean, the best thing traffic wise for YouTube is to have videos under 10 minutes. Videos under 10. Can you imagine me doing videos under 10 minutes? Like, there's not enough time in there to fit in the yes. Yeah, don't inflate my ego. Use ash for coating and texturing stuff. It's great, and it's free as long as you have paper to burn. Texturing stuff with ash. Alright, I'll look into that. Hey up, Jez. Oh, pardon me, folks. Working on a kid's book at the moment called Mr. Fizzy Boo's Adventures. Alright. He probably means a terrain lab on DAS modelling clay and the like. What is there to do with a terrain lab? I mean, we know what DAS modelling clay does and its place in the hobby. All questions are definitely coming in. Most definitely coming in. Almost done with Necromunda terrains? Nice. I'm going to have to get round to doing something Necromunda-y soon. First non-scratch built stuff in ages. Ooh. So you bought, did you? Did you buy into the plastic? Oh. You rich bugger, you. Alright, now I should do this, yeah, because Jace will be telling me off, but obviously These live shows are supported by your donations. Your donations help get us kit, yeah, and improve the overall show for everyone. Recently, yeah, we were collecting for the new computer here, and you have seen the results of that. You have seen the quality of the videos improve drastically over the past couple of months. Yeah, and that's because of your support, okay? Because you guys, yeah, my livers, you're my material guys. Yeah, so anything I need, yeah, you are my go-to guys. Yeah, and on that basis, what we do is we raise on the live channels. You will find a link down below to my PayPal me profile, paypal.me/the terrain tutor. Okay, and it's one of those where you just visit the link, put a number in, and go, yeah, pay with PayPal. Yeah, on your phone. So it's dead easy. Okay, no more entering email addresses or anything like that. Yeah, and that's how you can support the stream. Now, we're not actually sure what we're collecting for at the minute. Yeah, because we've got the material bits. Yeah, but there's some debate over whether we need to improve the live in the studio. It's a bit pitiful. Yeah, so that's what we're probably going to collect for. But we haven't got a target yet because I haven't beat Jace up to figure out how much of a target we need. Is that a blessing or a curse, Jace? See, I've got 2 of them now. Don't you guys don't go bullying these people. It is voluntary. Definitely up for Necromunda vids. Could it really do with some tips? Yeah, I've been meaning to do some Necromunda stuff for a while. Hello there, and thank you for your many wonderful ideas. Ginel Lugum. Cheers, bud. What should I eat first? Maltesers, Terry's chocolate orange, or orange matchmakers? Gary, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. If they were mint matches, you'd have got the hat trick. Check your PayPal, dude. Oh, we're off, aren't we? Here we go. Nothing as yet. Just double check. Nope. Can't see anything. It'll come through, don't worry. Then again, it is Black Friday, isn't it? That could easily account for a number of things. Oh, yes, it's come through. Why am I not getting notifications now? So, Cat Spot got the ball rolling. Yeah, with 20 nuggets. Cat, you shouldn't. Right, well, let's get Cat on the screen. Come on. What we'll do is we'll get Cat on the screen. I will go make a fresh brew and we will tackle some questions. So you've got about 5 minutes to get some questions in. We've got 4 questions, which will only take me a couple of minutes. So I need your help, guys. Get your terrain questions in now. Yeah, and if you haven't got a terrain question, okay, we'll have to come up with something else. Come on. Yeah, that's it. Here we go. Let's get this going. And we've got our Cat S. There we go. Click that off. Click that. Hey, there she is on the screen. Thank you, Cat. Jace, your turn. No, we're not having that. That crazy cat critic. Hello, dude. Yes, it's going for a Necromunda line. Get one of those things coming out. The price to pay them. Ooh. Let's make the goal of this chat to raise 500 quid for Mel. If only. Black Friday was Friday. It's now Sunday. Was your weekend that crazy? It's kind of weird here in the UK because we didn't kind of get this idea of Black Friday. Yeah. And so some of them sort of like did a Black Friday weekend, and so we've had Black Friday sales on a Saturday and a Sunday here in the UK. It's rather bizarre. We don't understand these Black Friday and these American things. You know, as I understand it, what we're supposed to do is all gather together, yeah, in a mass overnight, and then have a riot in the store when the doors open. What we tend to do is take a wander down after a little bit of light breakfast, you know, have a quick nip round the shops. Salutes to there Mexico. I'm assuming that's hello from Mexico. Hello, dude. Yeah, you should start a channel on Twitch. I've got a Twitch channel. I've got the account and everything. Yeah, it's getting into it. You know what I mean? I think what I might start doing is I might start doing studio sessions, informal ones. Yeah, on Twitch, and keep this Sunday show on YouTube. Oh, someone's got a ban. Jace beat you to it on that one. You don't go into a live chat and go and say that. You racist. Alright, catch you later, what? Wouldn't let me block him. Oh, that's because I'd blocked him first, man. Right, I am going to go make a quick brew. Yeah, I will leave you in the capable hands of Jace and Kat. Yeah, we've got 5 questions at the minute. Yeah, we'll get those 5 answered. I'll be back. Yeah. Yeah, when we're back, we will jump on it. Right, come on. Oh, sugar, need sugar. Where's the sugar? Come on back. Right, let's get this on. I see 5 responses. Really? Really? Right. Rolf has sent us €1. Oddins in. Nice one, guys. Let's get you guys on the screen. And then we'll get jumping into these questions. Rolf and is that Oddin? I always get confused. No, I don't think it is. We'll play safe and go with what it says on PayPal. I can never remember these. Right, we've got 6 questions so far. Yeah? Right, thank you for your support, guys. Right, coffee is not my cup of tea. I completely agree. But I've got coffee. So, chat time. Let's get answering your questions. Okay, first question. Yeah, this comes from Sammy B. Remember, jump in the comments, guys. This is a community roundup thing. Yeah, acrylic corking battle mat question. Best recommendations to get grass and flock to adhere and remain durable for the game and storage. PVA, mate. I've actually been doing some quite extensive testing. Well, reasonable testing. yeah, on glues and stuff with acrylic caulking, and by far the best is PVA. I think it's a matter of the fact that it is a vinyl, and so it's flexible. Okay, so that's the best way to get grass and flocking to adhere to it. Yeah, I've found that it's roughly at 50-50 between water and PVA. Seems to be decent enough. Yeah, so that should answer that question. Nope, he just didn't change the title. So after spending... Why, what's up? Good evening, is this a 6-hour session yet? Should say the Sunday nighter. Does it not say the Sunday nighter? Oh, my mistake. Oh, yeah, made a bit of a boo-boo there, didn't we? No, this is not the studio session. Oops. It's the Sunday nighter. But hey-ho, we'll crack on. So, that's your answer, Sammy. Oh, hell. Yeah, okay, you guys are firing questions quick and fast now. Oh, dude. Could have sworn it said the Sunday nighter when I put it up. Right, question from Marcus. I'm new to terrain building and want to try and get it done as cheap as possible. Have you tried to sand down floral foam to create flock? It turns into a fine powder. It does. You can also grate it, okay, and it will make coarse flock. Yeah, so you know your cheese grater? You can grate that. At the same time, you can grate sponges, yeah, with a cheese grater. Seriously, you can. Yeah, you know the fine flock that you get from people like Woodland Scenics, the fine flock foam, yeah, or foam flock. It's done with a cheese grater. Yeah, you just grate a sponge. Okay, yeah, great methods. On top of that, remember you've got mixed herbs. Okay, they're a cheap source of what's your basic materials. You got tea leaves and stuff like that. I always worry about the mould aspect with tea leaves, so make sure you get them well sealed, or you put in, you know, something, a bit of Dettol in the mix. Oh, I did it. Oh no, the studio session happened, we were there. Yeah, if you're looking for the studio session, what I do with my live shows now is, so the top of my channel doesn't get filled with live shows as I mess around and do them in the week, I've started sort of unlisting the show after it's finished and then adding it to the live show playlist, which is at the bottom of the screen. Sorry, at the bottom of the channel page if you're looking for them. Right, so let's crack on with another question. M3 Miniatures. How do I make a desert oasis look deep on my terrain board? I can't cut into my board too deep, but I still want it to look like it has depth. Thanks in advance. The battle map video was amazing. Thank you, dude. And if you haven't seen the battle map video, go check it out. What you call it? It's the latest one on the channel. I quite some awesome battle maps. But anyway, how to make your oasis deep. Now here we are. This is one of the problems that we have, yeah, as terrain builders, and it's not an oasis problem, it's a pond problem. Yeah, we have exactly the same issue with rivers, with ponds, because obviously what we need is, we need a base, we then need to put a lip on it, okay, to put our water effects in. So you get your base, you'd have tulips either side, tulips, yeah, and your water effects in the middle. Now that creates that effect on a flat surface, and it can sometimes look like your water effects actually raised off the table, which is not what we want. We want a depression. And generally the trick to this is, one, okay, only raising your lip up as far as you need it to achieve what you need to do with laying down your water effects. So if your minimum pour is 1 millimeter, raise it up 2 millimeters, and just that. And then use colour within the actual water feature to give the impression of depth, changing colour. The other thing is you increase the border around the water feature. See, if you've got a lip, let's say your lip of your pond is, let's say it's 1/2 inch, and let's say the base is 3 mil and your lip is 3 mil, that's 6 mil. Yeah, and what you get is this bump. If you extend the feature, the lip out, okay, then what you get is a far more gradual slope. Yeah, and you can give that impression that it's blended in. Yeah, and that's generally how I do it. Now, it will take up a bit of space, but the best thing to do is to fill that space with a bit of foliage, some rocks, stuff like that, because what that does is it breaks up the line, okay, so you don't see that rise as much, okay? Do not breathe that floral foam, poison. Yeah, same applies to anything when you're sanding or anything like that. Mask up, guys, okay? I'm insane. I'm a bit of a fanboy of your videos. I've enjoyed them immensely. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Right, but yeah, that was how to deal with lips. What we do is, yeah, when you want to give the impression that something's sunk in, reduce the lip size, spread the base out, put distraction terrain in, okay? Reinforce depth through the colour of the water, not through digging into your board, okay? And that should work well for you, mate. I mean, ultimately, yeah, you are faced with the challenge that we are not railroad modelers. We can't dig into our boards to put our water down because, well, you can if it's a fully featured board, but most of us are building scatter terrain, which has to sit on top of a table. Yeah, so, to be perfectly honest, you've just got to accept the limitations of the hobby. Right, I see loads of questions. Someone tell them in the chat that they need to submit them, or they probably have submitted them via the Google Doc. Yeah, if you are liking these and they are helping with your hobby, remember the PayPal links down below, guys. I'm not getting notifications. I don't know if you're not donating or whether it's... No, you're not donating. Mouth stuffed up there. Okay, right, let's roll on. Let's get some more questions going. Right, we've got 13 questions. Right. Neil M saying, any tips for making winter roads like frozen puddles? Cheers. Frozen puddles, you can use plastic and perspex for those. Frozen puddles. I'll tell you what's a really good one, okay? Gloss Mod Podge mixed with a little bit of crushed glass and a little bit of whatever you're using for your snow. Makes great ice puddles. The reason being is you can lay it down in little blobs and it'll self-settle. Or if you water it down a little, you can literally pour it in to recesses. And beautiful looking ice. Absolutely beautiful looking ice. I'm reading the comments. But yeah, if you're doing frozen puddles, Gloss Mod Podge. Yeah, a little bit of crushed glass. Don't crush it yourself, buy it. Okay, and a little bit of snow flock. You don't need much. I bought a tiny little tub of crushed glass and it did an entire board. It's just a sprinkling. You want that imagery. Yeah, imagery. That look. Okay. Dragon's asking, or Dagon? Dragon, or there's no R, so I'm assuming it's Dagon. Yeah. I'm finally moving into sci-fi from historical. Going great so far miniature-wise terrain, but my terrain is mundane, earth-based stuff. What's something that I can make quick, easily and cheaply that looks good and completely alien? Oh man, go out, yeah, and get yourself a bag of pot puree. Yeah, it's got to be the big stuff. Don't get the little stuff that they've put in the bowls. You want the big feature stuff like your nanas in a big bowl at Christmas. Yeah, and if you don't know what pot puree is, it's the scented, coloured plant bits that are all dried out that you get in like la-di-da stores. Yeah, but they look so alien. Yeah, and because they're already dried out and everything, all you need to do is just glue them down and paint them up. Yeah, but pot puree, mate, go and have a look at that. Yeah, use that as your new source of foliage and plant material rather than the earth ones you've been doing. Yeah, your table will look alien as hell. If you want to go completely alien, have a look for it's not viscosity, it's vibrancy. Look for high vibrancy paints. Yeah, especially UV paints or the UV sort of colours, if you know what I mean. Even if they aren't UV. If they're UV, even better. You'll have like an avatar table. They really make things pop. And to get an idea of how to paint your plants, go and have a look are insect shell colourings. Yeah, some of the insect shell colourings are really vivid and have excellent patterns and are great for nicking ideas for. That was best description of potpourri I have ever heard. Yeah, there you are. Jace has put us an example of that up. Nice one, thank you, Jace. If Jace does a quick search for Corbania Prime potpourri, he might find a link to a tutorial I did about 10 years ago on using this stuff when I was doing it for my Imperial Garden. He might throw a link in down there if you can find it. Okay, but yeah, with regards to Dagon's question, have a look at potpourri, mate. Yeah, that is your first step at going alien. Always have a look at that sort of stuff because it just adds so much more to your table. Yeah, Cat's saying a good source of potpourri is the clearance section of a craft store after the holiday. We can't give it away. That's true. Yeah, big seller in the January sales because it seems to be. They love orange and citrus at Christmas potpourri. It's bloody everywhere. For you Brit guys, TK Maxx has it by the bagful in the massive chunky bits. They do there's a piece from from Forge World, yeah, which is like a tyrannid ripper nest. Yeah, and it's a pomegranate from potpourri. I looked at it, it's like, that's a pomegranate. I know that's potpourri pomegranate. Oh, I'll catch you later, Insane. Sean says, Mel, wife still looking for a potpourri. Now, you're saying my wife, yeah, or your wife. Kez knows what happened to her potpourri. Oh, George... Iman's just pledged from through Patreon. Nice one, buddy. We'll get you on the screen. Yeah. And we'll do a quick refresh on PayPal. Just make sure we're not missing anyone on there. Few nuggets to say. Thanks for the response. Thanks, Sammy. Yeah. Oh, Phil's come in with something. I'm assuming we've got something from Sammy coming as well. I don't know what's going on with my notifications. Right. Let's get Phil on. And then we'll get cracked on with these questions. If you do appreciate the help, guys, you know, I appreciate the help. If you're wondering what the money's going towards, it's going into a general collection so that Jace can spec me a decent streaming system for the studio. Something that, because the laptop can barely do just one cam. You know what I mean? And what I want to do is I want to do multicam, proper streaming, high def. Yeah? But... it's going to take a little while to go there, so we're pooling it all together. Right, and then we've got George. I can't pronounce that. Georg, is it? Georg, dude? Am I pronouncing that right? I tell you what, half of these live shows are me figuring out how to pronounce some of your guys' names. See, I've even typed it as George. No, that's the space. That's all right. That's all right. We're good. My wife has stopped buying potpourri. It kept going missing. Thanks for answering my question. Brilliant idea. I was thinking pasta. Yeah, I can see where you go. Some of the shells work well, but seriously, go check out potpourri, mate. Yeah. And not just that. Like I say, it is just a matter of substituting it as a new sort of foliage. So don't think it's just for doing your foliage bases. Get it in your buildings and, you know, in your corners and use it to tie terrain in. Also remember your historical stuff that you've already done. Yeah, it might be possible to sort of transplant some into it and retask that. Yeah, George, Georg, either one works. Just don't call me late for dinner. We like that. Right, let's crack on with these questions. That crazy cat critic. That cat guy. Mel, I know it's probably cheesy, but would you ever consider doing some sort of holiday-themed terrain build? Uh-oh. You had to mention it, didn't you, dude? Oh, they're going to be off now. Here we go. We're going to get pumpkins started. Go on, start with the pumpkins. I know. Okay, guys. Yes, I know it's cheesy, and yes, it's actually been discussed quite a few times. But as you guys know, yeah, I'm not the best with getting things done in advance and that sort of stuff. And every time we've planned to do a holiday-themed sort of terrain build, something's got in the way, and we haven't got round to it. The last time we were going to do a spooky graveyard for Halloween, and I went on holiday. And everyone was like, where's our pumpkin patch? I'm like, ugh. So yes, at some point, my plan is, yeah, once I actually get ahead of myself and things are rolling, and you see, the problem is I have to make sure I do so many videos a month to make sure I cover the bills, yeah, through Patreon and that sort of stuff, and I earn enough wages to actually feed the kids and all that sort of stuff. When I get ahead of myself, yeah, what I'll do is I'm going to plan and do them all in advance, so they're just done. Because I wanted to dress up and everything, you know what I mean, and do it in a zombie face. Yeah. I don't even know if we're going to have time to do a Santa. Should we do an igloo or something like that? Or a North Pole build? He said, I'd like to, we don't know. Elf on a shelf? Nope. Elf on a bulkhead with a chain gun. Like that. Alright then, right, let's do another question, because these are coming in thick and fast. Where is the wife? The wife should have been here 20 minutes ago. She's won at bingo, hasn't she? Oh, it's a good brew. I've noticed, yeah, when we do these live shows, ever since we've changed the live show to these question and answers ones, by the end of the show, it's a lot of talking. Alright then. Spudman Chronic. Hell of a name, dude. Right, really want to start on a battle mat, but time is not with me. How long did it take for yours? I think, realistically, you've got to be looking at 5 days to get a battle mat done. From putting the caulking down, paint, adhesive, sealing, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and remember, during that process, because it shrinks, it needs to be pinned or stretched out. Yeah, so you've got 5 days, mate, to get a battle mat done at the bare minimum. There might be tricks you could sort of get round it. Say you were doing a desert table, and then you wouldn't be gluing that much flock down, and the ceiling wouldn't. You could. There's various things you can do. You mix a bit of paint with your acrylic to sort of skip a stage. Yeah, but I'm thinking, for an average terrain build, you're going to be looking, for an average sort of green field, you're going to be looking at about 5 days, mate. Yeah, from start to finish. Wish you'd answered that. Wish you'd asked that question last week, because perhaps I would have factored something into the terrain lab, into seeing what we could do to speed that up. Sorry, dude. Other option is, if you don't have that time, remember to check out the Battle Mats video. I've done a big roundup of mats from 9 manufacturers, including a lovely fleece one. Oh, Jace, I've got mats for you in the studio for your club. Yeah. If any of you are wondering what's happening with the mats, I am keeping 2. Yeah, out of all those mats. 6 of the mats are wrapped up to go to a group called Poppy's Angels, who run hobby-related sort of giveaways within the community for various children and stuff like that. So they're having 6 of the mats. Jace is having a load of the mats for his Jace runs a club at the local library for kids. Yeah, his local library on a Saturday morning. Yeah, so so he's having a few of the mats, and I'm going to be keeping a few for me, Corb, and doing some studio stuff. Yeah, there's no way I've got room for that many mats. They have just taken over my... Really? Are you... Really? Really? Yeah, you know. What's this? See how excited he gets to get... Look at his tail. Yeah? Do you want to go to bed? Where are you going? You going up? Oz, you in bed? You going? Good night. He's had enough of the show. Hey buddy, me and Ozzy has a bromance going. Well, he's gone bed, mate. Can't be much of a bromance. Alright then. Right. Listen guys, I'm not getting notifications from patrons, so if you sign up for Patreon during our live show, yeah, give me a shout out in the comments and just let me know. Yeah? I think I'm caught up. Oh yeah, Kez, you watch now, because Kez is here. He's going to come crashing down now. Right, let's get cracked on with these questions. Okay, question 8 of 15. Yeah, Celtic Knots. Hello, buddy. Yeah, Mark at... Oh, here we go. Mark at Warlord HQ Gaming Club has just started a project for a large display board for Antares. Hello? Hello? I am live.
Are you live?
Did you win?
Yes.
I told you she won. That's why she's late. She's been shopping.
I haven't been shopping. No, we only won 50 quid between us, but it's
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
It's good when she comes back with winning from bingo. Oz has missed you.
Do you think?
Yes.
No, he can smell the casserole in the kitchen. He's going, Mum, Dad wouldn't give me none. Come on.
I haven't even had any of that casserole yet.
It isn't for tonight. It's for tomorrow.
Well, don't let him have any before me. James is going, bingo?
Calm down,
Yeah.
calm down now.
Been down the pub, mate. All invested in lager beer. Did she bring you snacks? No. No, Kez occasionally goes bingo on a Sunday night with my mum. For you American folks, do you know what bingo is?
Of course you know what bingo is.
Yeah, I imagine you do. You have bingo over there, don't you?
Might be called something different.
Right, so I'll do this question because Kels was asking us a question. Right, Mark at the HQ Warlord HQ Gaming Club has just started a project for a large display board for Antares. Yeah, I'm assuming Gates of Antares, Rick Priestley's game. This is going to be a 6 to 7 foot by 4 foot board. What's up? Has he got an elastic tape measure? Yeah. Do you have any suggestions with regards to planning a project like this and how best to allocate time? Is it best to do some stages on everything in one go to ensure that everything matches, or is it better to work components individually? Right. With you saying components individually, I'm starting to think, is this a scatter piece or a single piece? Yeah, that's the one question I need to clarify on that, Celts, if you're in the comments. But first off, the planning. Yeah, whenever you're doing a large board and a large display board, yeah, you've got a plan. I'm notorious for my planning. I plan on the board, I draw on the board and that sort of stuff. But yeah, if you're not like me, what you can do is start cutting out bits of cardboard to give you an idea of how much room certain features are going to take up on the board. Because what you can do is you can start, oh, we'll do this, you build it all, and then you get it on the board and it doesn't quite work, or it takes up too much room, or the two pieces you wanted to sit next to each other and work together don't really work together. Yeah, and so planning with bits of cardboard is really good. Yeah. Now, with regards to managing time... Hello, baby.
Hello, baby. She's nicked the cornflower to play with, hasn't she?
Has she? Oh, that's going to be all over her bedroom. Hey-ho. Yeah. Right. With regards to managing time, you're better off doing everything at a stage by stage. Okay, this is simply so you have the right paints out at the right time, the right tools out at the right time. You're not constantly, you know, right, I'll do some painting on this, clean my brushes up, do something on this. Next day I'm going to do some painting on this, got to clean my brushes. Yeah, you minimise your, I call it sort of logistics time. Yeah, you've got the actual build and then you've got all the time in between, you know, sorting your materials, cleaning your pots, cleaning up the mess afterwards. For example, you don't want to be sanding, yeah, and painting at the same time. So a lot of the time I do all my sanding in one hit, and then I can do a clean, get rid of all the particle mess, okay, and then move on to using something sticky, knowing there's no particles to get stuck down. Okay, so yeah, work it in stages. It's also, when you're doing a large build, really nice to work in stages because you get to tick the stage off towards your completion chart. I know this sounds strange, but you can get into this sort of thing where you get halfway through a build, okay, and if you are at different stages on different parts of the build, it just becomes a bit overwhelming in the management because you've got that much logistics going on. Yeah, you can't see, you know, a proper finish, because even though you could say, oh, they've only got 2 more stages, well, they might have 4 more stages to go. So keep everything at the same stage working through. Yeah, because that way it's like, right, it's all built, done. Yeah, it's all painted, done. It's all flocked, done. It's all weathered, done. It's all sealed, done. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice, easy, and it's very rewarding, and it really helps with your motivation on big projects. Yeah, especially if, as you say, it sounds like it's a bit of a club project, so a few of you may be dipping in. Yeah, so in that case, you want the same people around doing the painting at the same time. Yeah, because people dry brush differently. You could give them exactly the same paints, okay, and say, you could give the same paints to 2 different people and say, dry brush that, and they will look completely different, because it's about how they dry brush, the depth, where they put the brush on as they do the scrape, if you know what I mean, how much of that brush is applied to the terrain, and it gives lots of different looks. So by making sure that, you know, the painting team is all hand in one go, yeah, rather than one session then, you know, doing the same thing in a different session with different people, trust me, it'll help tie it all together. Oh. Ribs still do hurt from last week, you know, thinking about it. Ooh. If you're not aware what happened last week, yeah, basically I sat down, I got a dead leg, I stood up, I fell over. Oh, according to Kat, yeah, bingo is a very serious thing here. It's a serious thing here as well. They can play 5 days a week and they are very cutthroat about it. That's the old dears here as well. Kez in a bingo outfit. Dude, don't be shouting out your channel like that, man. I don't want to have to ban you. Right, it says 8 of 18. Quick check of the PayPal, see if you appreciate... Oh, do my finger. Thumbprint? Let's have a look. No, we're all good. Remember, if you are appreciating this help with the builds, links down below, guys. Right. Yeah. Uber Clayton. Uber Clayton. What is the quickest way to build ruins? Ruined castles, forts, etc. Castles and forts. Right. Quickest way. Personally, I wouldn't say Hurst Arts. That's a lot of casting. Yeah. It's generally this stuff, blue foam. Okay, because you can get your rough shapes, and because you're making ruins, you can simply break it. Remember, you can use textured rollers on this stuff as well for getting your brickwork on your castles and that sort of stuff. So if you're looking for a quick material to make castles and that sort of stuff for ruins, I would definitely recommend blue foam over foam board and that sort of stuff. Yeah, why would you want to build a castle quick? Yeah, is this sort of like commission? Are we talking perhaps eBay stuff? And you're looking for a quick way to turn out eBay ruins? The quickest way to build ruins. TNT. Celts is in from what you call it. Celts is in from the comments. Blue foam it is, thank you. No, that's what I'm here for, buddy. Right, question 10. Yeah? James. Mal, how am I going to build Brenham docks for my 3.5-year-old? Okay, why are you building Brenham docks for your 3.5-year-old? I don't know. That's an interesting question, because you could just treat it like a terrain question, but you've got the 3.5-year-old, yeah, which means you've got to go with play safe, i.e. materials that kids can use and they're not going to choke on and that sort of stuff. If it was down to me for my 3.5-year-old, I'd build it out of Duplo, mate. Lego bricks. Gots to have one for next week. Blue phone then, Uber. Greets from Spain, amazing channel. Learned a lot in the past month. Very relaxing hobby, by the way. Thanks, Juan. Juan? Okay, next question. Seb's asking, hi Mel, asking for recommendation. My gaming table is 1.8 meters by 2.4 meters. .4 meters in feet.
2.4 meters equals 7 feet, 10.488 inches.
8 foot. Right, okay. So, damn, that's a big table. 8 foot by 6 foot. Bolt action with 172 minis. I hesitate between building 0.6 and 0.6 meter squares with terrain already built in, hills, ponds and roads, whose position would match each other, or a flat greenish table with mobile deck. Right, so this is basically what he's asking is, do I build terrain tiles that are modular and I can fit down, or do I build scatter pieces which I can place freely? Scatter pieces. Okay, the reason being is, okay, if you're going to go the terrain tile route, the time to go for terrain tiles is when you're making deep terrain tiles, because then you can make modular rivers and water features, and we can go back to the very first question of the show, which was that Oasis question of the depth. Okay, beyond that, the tiles don't really add anything functionality wise. In fact, they restrict it, because for you to, until you get, yeah, essentially 8 times 6, 6 eighths are 48. Yeah, until you get 48 tiles done. In fact, you're talking about 0.6 meters, right? So 0.6 feet meters is about 2 foot. So we're talking 6, 3 to do. Yeah, they're big tiles, mate. To be truthful, they're really big tile squares. I wouldn't go for that. I really wouldn't, unless you're going to go for unless you're going to put a layer of foam in, so you can go deep into them, put rivers and that sort of stuff, and have undulating terrain. Go with the scatter pieces. They'll be easier to store. They'll be a lot more functional. You'll be able to add things in and out. You'll be able to take them places. And remember, yeah, here's something that people don't properly get. Remember, scatter pieces can always be added to modular tiles at a later date. All you got to do is glue them down and blend them in. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. Okay, so if you go with the scatter pieces first, you can build it up. You get a small set of scatter pieces. You can play on a small section of the table or on a coffee table, build it up. And then when you're ready to go full modular, that's like going full retard, isn't it? Yeah. When you're ready to go full modular, what you call it, you can just glue them down. Right. I have seen we've had a PayPal notification, so yeah, we need to give someone a shout out before we move on. Oh, it's Phil. Yeah, it's Phil from earlier. I tell you what, I do not know what's going on with PayPal today. Yeah, but with regards to tiles or scatter pieces, go with scatter pieces, mate. A lot more functional, a lot easier to build up. Yeah, and then you'll be able to, you know, when you want to, you can, if you've got features that you want on the tiles, take them across and glue them on there and blend them in. Right. 11 of 19. Oh, that was all right. Seb submitted his question twice, but I get to skip that one. Pagan Shredhead. Yeah. Do you have recommendations for cheapish 2-component resin for deep water that's safe to use inside? Okay. I would recommend Crystal Cast from... Who are they? One second. Suppliers. easycomposites.co.uk. Yeah, lovely little company based a mile in that direction. Yeah, great guys, but they produce this glass cast, And it does do a really good deep pour. Yeah, so check them out. And it's safe to use inside and that sort of stuff. Yeah. Right. Moving on. Next question. No better way to get paid by a 3-year-old than with kisses and hugs. Exactly. I get paid in cookies, but they turn me into a monster. What are you lot going on? It's William's saying it's a commission from a 3.5-year-old. Okay, Dagon's back with a question. You've already had a question, sir. Cheeky. Right. Also, for making gaudy, colourful 60s style sci-fi board, would it be possible to grab 2 cheap bright poster paints, maybe mix filler for hardness and sand for texture into each of them, then pour the paints on the boards with a razor edge like a mould? You then swirl the paints together and make pretty patterns. Paint swirls would dry hard and look cool. Would that work? I wouldn't use poster paints. Yeah, I'd probably use acrylic paints. What you're talking about is marbling, okay, or very much like marbling. It's a big style with resins at the minute. It's a casserole. It'd be great to wash it down with a lovely cup of coffee.
I'm making it now.
Lovely.
I just had to wash the dishes you were going to do.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Couldn't remember. Sorry, guys. It's a dip, you've got to. Yeah, the technique's called marbling, I think. It's used quite a lot in... It's quite trendy in art at the minute, doing resin. And what you get is you get these artists and they're like... Basically like... creating these wonderful creations, yeah? And from a terrainiac point of view, yeah, okay, mate, you've just thrown some acrylic and some resin and swirled it round, yeah? That's what my work table looks like after I've finished doing something proper art. Look, my stance on art is well known. Yeah? If it hasn't crucified you making it, it ain't art. Simple as. Yeah? I don't want to diminish some of my fellow artists in the Spodeworks building. Yeah? But, if I'm perfectly honest, you look at Fred, and you look at other artistic work, or work that people claim to be artistic. Nah. Nah. But I like my art classical, you know. I like my art with effort. Something that takes time to master and create. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry, we've just got a little bit off track here. We're talking about art. Don't get me wrong. I like some contemporary pieces. You know, there's some really nice conceptual pieces. Okay, that are well thought out.
That resin artist in your studio. I like him.
Oh, what you call it? Mark?
Yeah, the one who used his wife for the pictures.
Yeah. What you call it?
They were stunning.
She was at my marketing meeting, you know.
Isn't that who sent the cakes?
Yeah,
She does make banging cakes.
she does. It's quite interesting. Yeah. We've got a guy called Mark Davies at the studio, and he's a modern artist, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a resin artist. Isn't he?
He does composite pieces, and some of them are really nice.
All of his are nice. There isn't one I don't like of his.
No, there's a couple I don't like of his, but you
No,
know,
I don't
I'm more
like
critical. Yeah, but he's got this series, and what he's done is he's got his girlfriend, or it's his girlfriend. No, I don't think they're married. Yeah, but he's got his girlfriend, and basically he's taken nude photos of her, and then encapsulated her in resin and covered certain parts. Now, obviously, there's bare parts. Yeah, and we had an exhibition at the studio, so he submitted these artworks to the exhibition, so they're all on the walls. And then we had a marketing seminar done by Factory, yeah, like the local council support, business support unit doing a seminar. Yeah, she came to that. I was like, hello, I've seen your artworks.
I've seen your boobs.
Yes, very much so. They're very nice. Yeah, I wouldn't actually say that to her, yeah, because she's from Russia, so she'd probably beat me up. Yeah, she is lovely though, as a person. And she's quite lovely in the pictures as well. Right, I think we'll move on that.
Right, question.
Oh,
Last night,
yes,
bag,
yes.
Maltesers.
Don't look
It
at
was
me.
there on the sofa when I went to bed last night.
I haven't touched them.
Don't say that.
No, genuinely,
Because
because
it was like 1.5 boxes. Oh, I am going to kick their kids about my Maltesers. Yeah?
Of the kids.
You're not going to have 2 kids by the time
No,
I finish.
look, no, they're in bed. You can't.
They've only just gone to sleep.
No, no, they
I
were.
don't think so.
No, no.
Have you moved them?
I have not moved them.
You've moved them, haven't
I
you?
have not moved
You're
them.
lying.
No.
Where have you put them?
I've not moved them.
Where have you put them?
I don't know.
I know you've had them.
I haven't had them.
Where have you put them?
I haven't had them. They might be under the coffee table. I'm not sure if that's them there. The look she's giving me. Oh,
Thank
so she's got a Maltesers. She's happy. You should do the same kind of pictures of yourself, Mel. Yeah. My breasticles.
Yeah, your boobs.
I do marbling of the bags I sell. Stuff I sell. Water, borax and drops of nail polish on top. Marble it, dip the bag in it, let it dry.
Wallpaper paste
Done.
is the same.
Yeah, makes a cheap white bag look special. Oh, you've got. Oh, thank you. Out of those 2 boxes of Maltesers, I get this.
Don't push them up, I just made you coffee. I'm giving you a drunken gravy.
Don't think that would happen. She's a grumpy soul.
What? Are you talking about me?
No, his wife.
Oh. Alright, you are. Right, any idea where my computer is? Bet you I know
Yeah.
where my computer is.
You're going to have to wake him up for that one. Tangent saying, so now we know what it takes to get Kez on screen during a live show. Maltesers. Right, well. Just say yes, dear. Oh, nice brew. Right. We've got 20 questions to go. Or not 20 questions to go. We've got about 25 minutes left on the show till 10:30. It's a good show, isn't it? Are you enjoying the show, guys? Let me know if you're enjoying the show. Also, let me know if you're enjoying this new sort of question answers format. I'm trying to make the shows more watchable, if you know what I mean. These Sunday shows. What I found was, in the past shows, I didn't have anything prepared. I'd just jump on and we'd just chat, and then, you know, we'd talk rubbish and that sort of stuff, which is fine if you're here and part of it. But if you're watching afterwards, it's not particularly, you know, a thrilling show. Whereas trying to do these question and answers, I feel like at least someone, when you're hobbying and you've got it on in the background, you know, you're still like, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that. You know what I mean? I'm going to put Jason a timeout. George saying, yes, this is my first and it's really enjoyable. Nice one, guys. Right. Right. Let's get this cracked on. If you are enjoying the show, there's always the links down below. Is that right?
You don't have to.
No, you don't have to. Jace will probably bully you too. Yeah, but you don't have to. If you're enjoying the show, the link's below.
Yes. Now listen to you.
Where's Nan?
Get to bed, mate. It's 10:10. You should have been in bed ages ago. Sleep now, please. Love you.
Well, your Nan's at home. Come here. Good night, lad.
Mal doesn't undermine me, duck. It's past his bed.
No, I've just said good night, lad.
Alright.
He's gone.
Please, try and get on your live show. You know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
and
trying to do.
he's already gone and he's gone up the stairs. He's not having it. He was on earlier.
Tell you, they don't talk like you. Soft dad.
I like the impromptu show, but starting posts with question, they get missed. I'm not sure what you mean there, Will. Say that again. Nice. Nice. Right. No. No.
You big fat liar.
Right. Tell someone won at bingo. Can't you just? Right. Okay, Chris is saying, how do I calculate a good span? The curve height for a 28mm stone bridge. Yeah, dead easy, mate. Go and watch it. Go and look, find a picture of the bridge you like. Yeah, print it out, measure it. I mean, generally, yeah, when I do bridges, and I know loads of people are going to jump in the comments now because it's another one of those things that we need to get done. When I do bridges, I typically look at a span, a height span from ground up to the top level, about ½ an inch, yeah. But I tend to raise the land up a bit, so I've got a lip for my water features as well. Okay. What was the 6-hour show? Was it for the patrons? No, it's down in the watch club. It was just a show from the studio because we haven't been in the studio recently. Well, I've been in the studio, but we haven't done a live show from the studio. But yeah, 2 options for working out, and this is good for whenever you're trying to follow like building things. Remember, you can print pictures out and measure things. Yeah, a little bit of guesstimation. Yeah, saves a lot of hassle, but about watch club, about ½ an inch I find works well. Right, question 15 of 20. Yeah. Arodin, best way in your opinion to do rusted metal and stippling paint and strip paint on sci-fi buildings? Stippling, mate. Okay. Stippling with, first off, thin down filler. Thin it down until it's almost like a water. Okay, because even though you thinned it down, the filler is still there in particle form. You can then brush that on, and when the water evaporates, it will give you that rust texture. Another one is stippling with acrylics. Okay, if you do a lot of stippling with acrylics, what you'll get over time is it gets very bitty. Okay, and actually develops a texture of its own, and you can use that to stimulate rust and peel paint and that sort of stuff. Then it's just a matter of your standard picking your colours and going for it. Warboss. Selling desert huts for Christmas at my local fair. Any tips? Do you know what? I can't help you with this one. First off, I've never sold terrain at events, so I can't even get a handle on it, you know what I mean? All I can think of is a little sign, you know, this funds my hobby. Yeah, that is kind of like 6 hours for Mel. His maths ain't the best, but look, we had to factor in the Kes factor, didn't we? A plus B minus Kes. Simples. Yeah, I can't help you with that one, mate. I'm unfortunate. I'm a bit gutted, but I've never sold, you know, stuff at an event. Right, we've got a question from our George. How would you go about building a stand of white birch trees for a 1/35 scale diorama? I'd probably go with the wire, mate. Florist wire, floral stems, wire stems. 1/35. That's a reasonable size. So you're gonna want thin ones. You're gonna want some pretty small gauge ones, so you can get some nice nice armatures on there. Yeah. Bark them up with probably milliput at that size. If you're looking for videos on trees, remember to check the foliage playlist or the green. Or I don't even know what the playlist is called now. I think it's the plants, trees, plants and shrubs or something, or ground cover. But there's a load of tree videos in there you can use. Right. Okay, Airsick Hydra. What's the best way to do a multi-level, worn, concrete-looking, urbanish battle board? Polystyrene, mate. Whenever you go to concrete, you want something nice and thick, so you want to go for polystyrene. You can go for expanded, you can work on that, and if you're willing to hang around for about a week or so, yeah, there'll be a good video where you'll see how to do concrete really well on concrete structures. Yeah, that might be the week after, because that's Big Bertha, and I haven't finished Big Bertha yet. But yeah, go for what to use foam. It can chip, you can shape it the right way, you can detail it, and it looks right, the thickness of it. But that's how I tackle that. Multi-level worn concrete urbanish battle board. I'm guessing that's 40k. It's not going to be Stalingrad with it being concrete, isn't it? Right, there you go. Right, next question. We are on 19 of 21. And I am closing the questions off in 3 minutes. Yeah. Reynolds asking, how can I keep doing terrain stuff up in college when all my terrain supplies and tools are at home? Yeah, have a project box, mate. Pick out a project, put everything you need for that project, just that project, in a box. Okay, and take that to college with you. Okay, and then just restock and that sort of stuff. Typically, if you're missing something, you can pick it up, borrow it. Yeah, but that's the best way of managing the sort of hobbying away from home. Take a dedicated project with everything you need and put it in something that will store it all. Okay, quite often is, you know, the plastic tubs, the stack and store ones. Yeah, get one of those, get a couple of battens of wood. Yeah, cut them so they're half the depth of the tub. Okay, cut 4 pieces like that and then glue them in the corner, and then cut another piece of wood to sit on top of those as an internal shelf. Yeah, the bottom bit you can store all your materials in, and your paints and your tools. The top bit you can rest your actual project in between while you're working on it, because you don't want to leave it out when you're at college, because your college mates can knock it and people get drunk at college and that sort of stuff. So you can put it all away in the tub, put it away, yeah, and then when you're ready, bring it out, lift the lid out, put it on your desk so you've got your workstation, and then all your bits are in the tub. And that's how I'd handle that. Basically, you want a project box, mate. Are you doing a live show Thursday this week, Mel? Not sure about Thursday this week. Kez?
Yeah?
Thursday this week. What's going on?
We're getting your mum some tea.
Right, okay. No. It's my mum's birthday this week, and it's Willow's birthday this week. Okay, so we've got a couple of teas and that sort of stuff. When am I doing my live show in the studio, do you reckon? What would work best? What's going on Wednesday?
Wednesday, that's fine for you. I've got to take the kids' music. Well, it is Willow's birthday on Wednesday, but she's got school, and then we're going my mum's, and then I'm going music. We've got music. She's got
What
her
time are
first
you at
singing
music?
lesson. Well, I'm going straight from my mum's, so she's got both of them start at 6:30, and she's got a singing lesson at 7 as well.
So what are you doing? Picking them up, going to your mum's?
Going to my mum's, having the tea there, getting changed, getting music. So if you want, I can pick you up for about 7:30, unless you want it, if you're doing it in the day.
No, they're talking about an evening one. I don't want to miss Willow's birthday. I don't want to not see her on her birthday. Yeah.
Friday?
No, what you call it?
No, we're not. That's Saturday we're going out. Kids aren't leaving till late.
Might be a Friday one this week. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. As you family, with it being the evening time, it's a bit challenging because I want to be around for the kids and that sort of stuff.
I just want to go at my mum's because it's my nan's birthday the day after as well, so I want the kids to see me nan.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, well, your nan's, yeah. Alright. Possibly Friday. We might have to roll it over into next week or do something at the weekend or something like that. We'll see, guys. Oh, you damn gits. Really? I had 21 questions. That's what happens when you leave it longer than 3 minutes. You've submitted another 7 while I wasn't looking. Right, the form is now closed. Yeah? I like the cutting board idea too. Nice one, dude. Sweet, thanks, mate. No worries, mate. Like I say, project box is probably the best way of handling that. Right, well, I suppose we've got to get stuck in, haven't we? You guys have asked your questions. I can't, leave them. So we've got some questions left. Yeah, this week, live show. Sorry, guys. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. And he behaved very well. I want to send you an email, Ori, that. All right, Will. Yeah. But like I say, it's my mum's birthday this week, and it's it's Willow's birthday. So we might have to roll over the studio session, or I might have to do a session from home in the week. I can do that a lot easier than I can do the studio sessions. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so you'll have to forgive me this week, guys. Yeah, and then we'll take it from there moving forward. I mean, it's my daughter and my mum. You know what I mean? Although, one thing I did want to check. Yeah, just while I've got you. Because we are getting close to Christmas. December the 24th. Do you know what night December the 24th falls on? It's a Sunday night, folks. Kaz?
Yes?
Christmas Eve is Sunday night.
Okay.
You cool with me doing my live show?
Yeah.
So look forward to joining us on Christmas Eve. There'll be other live shows before then. Shall we get hats and silly jumpers?
You can.
I can. Right, I've got to nail through some of these questions. I don't have to nail through them, but let's get cracked on. Father Melmus. Megatron's asking, what's the best for making bases for terrain? Yeah, I like EPVC, expanded PVC foam board. It's used by the sign printing industry, and you can get it for free as free scraps from sign printers. The other option is MDF, okay, but obviously that's got issues with cutting and sanding and that sort of stuff. There are loads of videos in the Back to Basics playlist on basic materials and all that sort of stuff. Oh, I'll wear a Santa hat for sure. Oh, Robert, nice one. Right. Next question. Will G's asking Mel, I do N scale or 00 scale railroads. How can I scale corrugated sheet out of tin foil? Like, what can I use to fold to mold it to the right size? 1 second. I need to check my scales. And no, not scallies. Scales. N. No. I scale. HO. N scale is 1160 or 10 mil. 10 mil corrugated. For that, what I'd probably look at is you can get these, you can get these press molds for green stuff, okay? And you use them for making wires. Basically, you put putty between them and you roll them, but they're ridged, okay? And that's the ridges you want. And I think you'd be able to use that in tin foil at that scale. It's quite a tight one, I think. So look for green stuff, tubes or cables or ribbing. N scale is 10 mil for those who are wondering. If anyone in the comments knows the thing I'm talking about, you know, it's like two pieces of MDF but with a texture on that you put green stuff between, yeah, and roll. Let me know what the product's called, yeah? I can't think of exactly. Right, moving on. Okay, Martin the Warrior. If I want to make a fancy town board from Warline Frostgrave and such, cobble roads, that kind of thing, would it be better to make my own modular board and carve the roads into foam, or go for a battle mat? Go for a battle mat first while you build your scatter terrain. yeah, once you get an idea of how you like your layouts, because what quite often happens is as you build your scatter terrain, you get more ideas for terrain, you get ideas for integrated terrain. Yeah, now if you're going to make a fully featured board or a featured modular board to add your scatter terrain on top of, yeah, I would make your scatter terrain first and be sure that you finished, because what you'll do is as you make your scatter terrain, you'll play with it. You'll get ideas of cool layouts and stuff like that and what works and doesn't work, and then you'll be able to transfer that into your modular build, okay, and that sort of play testing before you build it. Whereas if you build it at the same time you build your scatter pieces, what you could do is you could build it, put your scatter pieces down and realise it's a naff board for playing on. Okay? So scatter pieces first, play on a battle mat. Once you get an idea of the feel of what makes a cool board for the games you play and the sort of style of play you like. I mean, do you like it really clamped? Do you like it spacious? Do you like variants? Do you like your roads to be realistic? You know, follow a proper road structure, or you're a little bit more higgledy-piggledy? You know what I mean? Get the feel for how you like your tables, and then, you know, you can literally then take that into the modular design element. You can also get plastic card for the corrugated metal. You can indeed. I'm not sure if the plastic card... Will Scenics do good textured plastic card? Plastruck do as well, and Evergreen. Right. 23 of 28. Jace asking if I was doing a live show this Thursday. We kind of answered that one. Not quite sure. We'll try and get one in. We'll see how we do. It might end up with, you know, me being at home working on something one evening, and I'll do a live show in the week, in the middle of the day. I tried that, but I discovered most of the Americans are asleep, and most everyone else is asleep as well. I need to figure out a good time to do the studio shows. Yeah, okay, question 24, Kat. Yeah, what is this week's schedule? Live Thursday, and both the moderators want to know when I'm doing my next live show. Both of them have asked at the same time when I'm doing my next live show. Yeah? Do you think they don't want to miss it? We've got moderator wars here. Right, let's crack on. 25. Yeah, it's Martin the Warrior asking his board question again. Nice. Because I've done that one. 26 of 28. Rudy! Hey, Rudy! Apart from the 3 tones flock, what else are must-haves? Like 1 clump, 2 coarse grass, 1 fine grass, couple of shades of static grass. Yeah! A couple of each tends to work per set, per theme. What you'll discover is you end up with your favourites. Your favourite sort of colours and materials to work with. Yeah? I've got tons of different things, but I generally work in just a few different materials that are my favourites that I know really well and I know work well. Yeah? It's one of those questions, you know, get the basics, build up from there. Look at complementing your range until you've complemented it enough that it's time to start the next range. And that's the best way to handle buying scenic materials. By the way, yeah, I'm actually streaming, at twice the quality level I normally do. Is it a better picture? Right. 27. Rudy again asking, are we getting more vids for the Dungeon Crawler series? There's a couple of vids that I want to do, yeah, based on what me and the kids have been doing, but I don't really do the Dungeon Crawler stuff. I'll leave that to the DM crowd, you know, the 2D lot, you know, the old DMG and that lot. That's their stomping ground. You know, very much like I don't do railway stuff. I don't put myself out as a railway modeler, and I don't put myself as a 2D builder. You know, my stuff is war games terrain. I'm a war gamer. But we do have a couple more videos coming on there because I do play sort of Hero Quest, and we play Dungeon Saga, and we play our sort of. I find D&D too complicated for me and the kids. And so we play this sort of like mix-up between D&D, Hero Quest, and Dungeon Saga. Yeah, and it works really well for us. Yeah. Yes, it is a better picture. Sadly, you are uglier than ever. Yeah, the glaring head is still the same. These are my moderators. We do make a good tag team. I'm getting picked on by my moderators. This is not on. Okay, and we're moving on to question 28 of 28. Yeah. Yeah, which is Rudy again. And he's asking, how would you model the Shrek swamp? Dead easy. I'd pour a load of resin on my floor and sit in it. Based on what my moderators think of me. I don't know. I haven't really seen the Shrek swamp. Yeah. I'm assuming this is sort of a question to the idea of someone posted on the Terrainiacs group. Yeah, our Facebook support group that. There's loads of there's loads of ideas for terrain making in Shrek for fantasy terrain. Yeah, and I put a little comment on it underneath like, damn, my secret is out. Yeah, and Jace is screaming, get out of my swamp. Bedroom Railway Matt is saying the techniques you show are also good for model railways. Thank you for sharing. Cough, also me. Rudy uses Shrek as well. Right. That wraps up the questions for this show with a couple of minutes to go. So, we've done alright, haven't we? 28 questions. Yeah, with Rudy asking 3 and Dagon asking 2, but the rest of you, looks like 1 question each. Nice. It's been a good show, hasn't it? Yeah. Right, I think Mel is going to wrap this up now. That's right, babe. Hello. Yeah. Oh. This isn't 6 hours. Calm down, Rudy. The title's wrong. You know it's wrong. Yeah. So, I think it's time to wrap this show up now. We are at 10:30. Yeah, I can tell it's time to wrap this show up because I'm sitting cross-legged. It's all this coffee. Yeah, we need to catch up this week, but yeah, we do, Jace, we do. Yeah, I'm in the studio tomorrow, mate, if you're free. Before you go, have you ever... One last question, go on. Yeah, have you ever made a miniature Christmas tree? No, but I probably will in the next month. Don't stretch too much, ribs. Check PayPal and Patreon. Right, we better had, hadn't we? Right, let's check Patreon. I can log into that window on here. Okay. Notifications. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, my blood is killing me. Yeah, we've just got George who's pledged tonight on Patreon. So thank you, George. He's already on the screen. And if we check PayPal, very quickly, just see if we've had any more donations. I can't see anything, guys. So, our stream heroes are on the screen. We've got Kat, Rolf, Harry, Phil, and George. Thank you for supporting the channel, guys. Yeah, Mel 2 screens. I know. Sister, I did see, dude. Honestly, I thought you might be doing a night project. Got a Tudor house to build with you. Oh, dude. Rudy, Mel's arms don't stretch far enough to hold the bits while you glue them. Best comment of the night. I could give the impression that they could stretch. Look. And then all he needs to do is have hands pointing in on his screen. It'll look like I'm reaching around the globe doing it. Right, guys, I'm going to call this now. Listen, thanks for joining me, guys. Yeah, it's been a cracking show, as always. Thanks for your support. Yeah, thanks for your questions. I'm enjoying these sessions, in all honesty. Yeah, we've had a good solid 80 to 90 all day. Yeah. Looks like Rolf Harris is in the stream. Rolf Harris. I hope not. Yeah. So I'm going to call it now. You have got more videos coming. Yeah, keep an eye out for that Japanese dojo coming real soon. Yeah, that's coming on to a terrain shooter video near you. Yeah, you'll have a couple more videos coming out this week before Thursday, hopefully. Yeah, and thank you to my patrons for your support and to my PayPals today. Couldn't do this without you guys. Right, I'm calling it. This is Mel, out.